the joys of marriage are very evident beforehand and the sacrifices are hidden. In religious life, the sacrifices are very evident, but the joys that come with the life are hidden until you say yes. At 19, I met someone who I fell in love with, and we were, he was a little bit older than me, he was like 26, and he wanted to get married. And so we went out for a while, and he asked me, can I go ahead and get the ring? And I said, yeah, absolutely, because I had never been happier in my life. So we stopped going out to eat so that he could save up to get a ring. And at that point, I realized, okay, this is what I want to do with my life, but I haven't quite honestly and authentically asked God what it was that he wanted me to do with my life. So at that point in time, I just kind of tried to pray more. When I was dating this guy, I was more happy than I'd ever been in my life. But I noticed some things that were going wrong also in my life. Like I was praying less, and I was almost like more uncomfortable going into a church and things like that. Started kind of holding God at a comfortable length, maybe because in hindsight, now I can see, knew that he might have been calling me when it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I would turn up the volume loud in the car when I was by myself, trying to drown out silence or anything that could make me rethink the path that I was going. But when I realized that this might not have been what God intended for my life, and knew that God really knew best, what was best for me, I tried to pull back from things to really look at that question. And when I did, it became abundantly clear, like something I had never experienced before, that God was inviting me. I feared religious life. I feared being lonely. I feared living without this guy that I was with, who was everything to me, and just was afraid that none of my talents would be able to be used in religious life, that I would grow kind of stale in religious life. So it was a fearful thing, but at the same time, you know, I realized what a privilege it was, like being called to be a lamb of sacrifice. It's a privilege because it's the choicest lambs that God calls to himself. But then there's also that sacrifice involved, that you're laying down your life for other sheep. So that was probably the most difficult decision I ever had to make, but one I will eternally be grateful for.